Hi, welcome to the weekly forecast. My name is Vicki Haspels. I'm the conscious mystic, uh, just changing everything around. Tarot is my thing, and we're going to be using the tarot cards to do the weekly forecast for this week, Monday, week commencing Monday, November 29th. I will be using my Mythic Tarot deck to give you a reading and guidance and insights about the week ahead. And as usual, I am going to shuffle my cards and I'm going to choose 6 for us. This is the most exciting part, watching me choose 6 cards. Say that every week. I hope you've had a good week. I can't even remember what last week's was. I feel like I've lost a bit of a blur at the moment. And only because I think not so much that I'm super busy, but I feel like I'm off with the fairies. I don't know about you guys, but my feet are not touching the ground at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've chosen 7. I'm going to leave the 7 there. Don't know why. So I off with the fairies this week. So I don't know what those cards are. I've just counted them. So we're going to run through the weekly forecast for week commencing November 29, 2021. And let's start with the card of where we are. So this is the card of what we know about ourselves and what we will be experiencing and how we're going to feel. So we have this card, the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups represents choice. It represents, but it's choice about, it's always the fun and good stuff that's coming up. So expect this week to have a bit of fun about it. We're going to have some, and the 7 of Cups is a very positive card, that those choices that are coming are sometimes a pathway or going to lead us in a particular direction that is going to help us make some decisions about our future. But also too, it does represent fun. It represents good choices and lots of choices. So things about choices about things that we do love or things that we're passionate about. So it can be, if you're passionate about your work, you're going to get some choices in the direction that you're heading. But if you're heading in, but if you're just bored at the moment or you feel like life hasn't been fun, then the 7 of Cups is here to just give you some direction about, go and do this to lift your spirits and so on and so forth. The energy that we're looking at now is what our guides are, the energy that our guides are bringing us to us this week. So this is like a bit of a push on that we're getting, so that we do make these choices and make the choices that work for us. So we're going to get a lot of external noise around us this week. We're going to get a lot of people telling us what to do, and our guides will actually put us in the path of people who are trying to tell us what to do. So it's about making up our minds about what we love and the direction we're heading in. It's about choosing the choices for our own heart space, rather than listening to the noisy people who think that sometimes it's they love us and they want what's best, but they don't always know us, and it gets a bit noisy. So our guides and our soul are going to put us in the path, or will be putting us in the path of people who are a bit clingy. So, and that's actually going to be helpful. It's not there to punish you or to, oh, what's going on? It's like, what are you here for? It's really helping you to make a decision, rather than just say, oh, look at all the pretty shiny things. Instead of saying, oh, look at all the pretty shiny things, help you make a decision about your next move, but with a lot of choice, which is better than having to say, oh, can we do this? So what are we gonna battle with? What is our fear? Our fear. Oh, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is where our own internal mind wants to shut us down, our own fear. So pretty much the fear that we're going to be facing this week is our own fear, what our mind is trying to tell us. So the people that our guides, or the situations that our guide invites us into our space this week, are going to tap into our own inner fears. So whatever it is that you think about yourself, or think about the path that you think that you'd love to choose, and all that sort of, oh, you're not good enough, or it's never going to work, guess what? That's the thing that's going to turn up. So be prepared, get ready to be able to counterbalance that, because sometimes that can be really severe and sometimes that can be quite light, and you can laugh it off. When it does turn up, when in that part of our life, when that does turn up, it's there to strengthen us. So those negative voices in our head can sometimes be there to, although they've been hanging around for a while and it's now time to quieten them down or give them some sort of better context than letting them, push us around all the time. So, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to react or act? We're going to find our people. We are going to connect. So, as much as we're going to look at our past and what brings us passion and all those shiny things, and just going to make a decision about the next move, we are going to look for our people and the support. And we're going to, instead of listening to all the clanginess, get the clanginess around us, we're going to go running to the people who love us and support us. So we're going to get advice from the supportive people rather than anyone who's going to buy into our fears. So we're going to quiet those fears down by seeking out the experts and the supporters and the people who know best. We're going to gather our tribe around us, and that's what we are going to do. We're going to seek that out, actively seek them out. Not going to wait around for them, actively seek them out. What does it mean for our future? Justice card. Our future, all this is happening, building better boundaries around us, being able to make decisions in our life, very strong decisions, very clear decisions, building better boundaries. So all of these lovely shiny things that are turning up, all the clanginess coming in, the fears of those little negative voices in our heads, as well as our supportive tribe, is all designed to bring us into alignment with our values. So our values are going to become very clearly defined this week. And the Justice card is when we live within our boundaries and we live within our values in a very positive way, not ones that are constricting, but in a very positive way, then that takes care of a lot of business. So we can actually enjoy our lives because we know what our rules are. And we know that we can bend them a little bit or extend them a bit. But we're not going to be too strict with it because we don't do that to ourselves anymore. But once we have those boundaries in place, then life becomes so much easier because then we have time for everything else. We've already had our little setup there, which is perfect. So, what is our spiritual journey this week? Interesting. The Tower. Our soul journey, clearing the decks, and not just clearing the decks in, oh, I'm going to leave that behind. Clearing the decks in such a big way that we are going to leave behind. Sorry, not even leave behind. We're going to recognize the stuff that does not serve us anymore because it will be all gone. It will fall down. So we're going to watch stuff fall down in our spiritual selves. This is why we're going to be strengthening our boundaries. So in our spiritual life, the things that we considered strong or, our foundation, if it's not strong or foundation or strong enough to support us into this next phase, it is going to fall down. You might find that you leave a belief system behind. You might find that you leave a meditation group behind or a particular modality behind or a particular friend behind. The Tower is there. The Tower is there to wash it all away. We don't have to do a thing, but we're going to be standing there going, oh my God, look at that. Okay, but we will be bystanders. Bystanders. But remember, it can be quite tumultuous at the Tower, and be mindful to look after yourself in this time. Spiritually, it will be a bit of an upheaval because leaving something behind that we've carried with us for a long time or believed in or it's supported us, and now it's time to let it go because it's exposed to us as we don't need it anymore or not helpful anymore, can be a little bit traumatic. But the Tower is there to tear it down so that what's left is what's strong in our lives. Now, we did pull a seventh card. So let's just use it as a bonus. The bonus card this week is the Ace of Pentacles. That means money, right? Money becoming available, assets becoming available. But that means that wherever you've been stuck, I'm not talking about stuck in a physical sense or I can't do this at the moment because there's all these things in the way. The Tower is just washing things away, baby. And that means that we will have like it's like the all the blockages are just moved out of the way. That means, and the Ace of Pentacles is financially or in a very real physical way, the things that we need to move forward are going to present themselves to us. We don't have to go and chase them down. They're going to be there. They're going to be available, and we won't have to do too much to actually go down and find them, all ready to go, and it'll just be a clear path. We won't have to chase anything down, so that's perfect. Anyway, so that's the weekly forecast for week commencing November 29th, 2021. Sounds like a very exciting week. We're leaving a few things behind and starting our next adventure, and we're going to have all the things that we need to take us forward, and we're leaving behind worries, concerns, negative thoughts, and old belief systems. We're going to watch those fall down a little bit, but don't let it worry you too much. It's meant to happen. I just get a feeling that it's like there's people going to be left behind, situations left behind. They're going to go, oh, I didn't realize it was that bad. And so we'll be happy to walk away. And that means that the Ace of Pentacles is coming in to clear the path. Also show us that the path is actually clear. We don't have to go anywhere. All right. Much love from me to you. Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Vicki Haspels, and I will see you next week. Bye.